Erik ten Hag, you are in complete control. Erik ten Hag knows exactly what he needs to do at Old Trafford, and that's something many of his post-Sir Alex predecessors failed to do at United. Return to the summer of 2022, where MU is facing two options, Ten Hag and Mauricio Pochettino. The majority leans towards Pochettino. Firstly, he has experience working in the Premier League and speaks better English. Especially when compared to Ten Hag, who was rejected by Tottenham because of the language barrier. Sir Alex is also a fan of Pochettino. MU fans also like the Argentine strategist. Along with that, Pochettino used to show the ability to work effectively in a team with a complicated superstructure, so the fact that he can get along with the Glazer family does not make anyone doubt. In terms of perception, Pochettino is more like a manager, while Ten Hag is only strong in tactics, so he follows the direction of the coach. But in the end, the MU board went against the majority and chose Ten Hag. It's been 200 days since Ten Hag's Red Devils debut, and the pick above is proving it's right. Ten Hag is not only good at holding a table, he really knows how to run a football team. Ten Hag's power has been gradually consolidated based on positive results over time. Both Ten Hag and MU went through a period of learning, working, and adapting to each other. Ten Hag wants to interfere in all aspects of MU. He was involved in the transfer issue, adding regulations from training ground to match day, requiring upgrading facilities and equipment. He pushed the MU captain to the bench, let the number 1 star last season leave, establishing what is known as the discipline that for many years the team has neglected. But all of the above will become a farce if MU does not play well. After all, Ten Hag's most important task is still to show on the pitch, through goals and results. But this is exactly Ten Hag's forte, a prime example of how well he is in control. Take a look at MU's starting lineup in the recent 3-0 victory over Leicester. On the list we see a centre-back who is only a third choice, Victor Lindelof, a third midfielder, Fred, a player from the youth team, Garnacho, and 2 6-month loan spells, Weghorst and Weghorst. Sabitzer. If it wasn't for Ten Hag's pick, one would have sympathized with this coach's fate with a squad like a patched tire. But this is exactly what Ten Hag wanted. Once Ten Hag has figured out how to operate the right gameplay, personnel only need to ensure the elements he wants, not the omnipotent as outsiders think. Weghorst was clumsy, always ungainly in front of a goal renovated by Ten Hag into a pedestal for Rashford. Fans were surprised to see a 1.98 m tall player kicking number 10, but Ten Hag wanted to make the most of Weghorst's enthusiasm to press and break the opponent's defensive structure. Bringing a target striker and then letting him kick away from goal, perhaps few people can think of. Bruno Fernandes, the true number 10, drifted to the right. Rashford, with a knack for dribbling from the left edge to the middle, was pushed to kick the ball. This operation was effective when from a long ball of De Gea rising to Weghorst, midfielder Wout Faes passed the ball to the wrong address, and then Bruno from the right wing launched a flick of the outside cheek to create an accurate assist for Rashford. Open the score. Despite leading 1-0, the performance of the students in the first half was still commented by Ten Hag as bad. Then in the second half, he changed tactics, pushed Weghorst up the stone to plug back, pulled Rashford to the left, threw Sancho into the field but let him kick number 10, while Bruno was still on the right wing. Players are not robots, Ten Hag shared. They can't always play exactly what the coach wants, that's why they need the coach to be there and adjust. In the second half, we changed our tactics and played more disciplined. With Sancho on the pitch, there were a lot of spaces created in the middle. More cross passes are made, the play is more dynamic. With Weghorst in the front line, the pressing ability is also better. MU really needs a flexible coach like this in an era where tactical capture is incredibly fast. It is important that Ten Hag grasp the key so that he can still achieve good results even if he does not play well. Mu version of Ten Hag has significantly increased stamina, shown from the stubborn fighting spirit, to the ability to keep position and concentration throughout 90 minutes. They're not perfect, of course, but they're hard to beat right now. A compliment to Ten Hag: when from the flawed factors, he was still able to create a solid construction. Mu now buys people to buy, uses people to use, doesn't follow trends but sometimes creates trends. Ten Hag is clearly very calm and in complete control of every detail at Mu.